Jets. Please listen up to a few morning announcements. Today is Tuesday, February the 23rd, and here at Charles Hart Middle School, every day we'll ensure a safe, challenging, and inspiring educational experience for all. Our mission is leading change, challenging minds, transforming lives. I want to start out by giving a big, happy, belated birthday shout out to Lanasia Jackson. She celebrated her birthday on yesterday. My apologies, Lanasia, but everybody show her some love and tell her happy birthday. She celebrated her birthday on yesterday. I don't know about y'all, but yesterday was a lot. Like, I had a lot going on. My to-do list was very long, but I felt accomplished because I got some things done. And today, I'm choosing to play Frankie Beverly and Mays Happy Feelings because after a rough day, you gotta restart, reset, get yourself together, and get right back into that positive frame of mind. So when you have a bad day, when you struggle, when you have a lot going on, you gotta pull yourself out of it so that you can continue on, because you all know we have big goals and big dreams that we are trying to pursue. Students, we're in term 3, and Principal Strickland has spent a lot of time looking at report cards, looking at test score data, and yes, we have a lot to celebrate, but y'all, we still have a lot of work to do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is extremely important that you are signing on for class every single day and not just turning it on and walking away from it. Like, you're not learning. You're not going to get smarter if you're not engaging in the educational process. So, and I'll just tell you, like, I'm pushing the teachers hard to making sure that they are giving you high quality instruction every single day. And a lot of them are going above and beyond, making sure you're engaged, making sure the information is accurate, making sure that we are attending to your educational needs. So we're giving it our 100. And I need you to give that 100 back to us. And so I know we say stuff like this all the time, but I'm going to break it down and tell you exactly what I need from you all. I need you all. Like, school is no different than if we were coming into the building. And you all know how life works. With everything we put into it is what we're going to get out of it. So for those of you who are logging in to Canvas every single day, it's showing in your report card. For those of you all who are not only just in class, but engaging with your teachers, engaging with your classmates, doing your assignments, it's showing off. Like, that's how you put in that work. Also, you all, and I'm not saying that we're all going to get straight A's. I would love that, because you can do that. But we got to put in some work. Like, we have to attempt to do the work. Like, we just can't throw up our hands and say, I quit. You cannot quit. We cannot quit. We're not quitting on you, and we're not going to let you quit on yourself. So that means click on that assignment. Yeah, it may be challenging, but if you don't understand, there are multiple ways for you to connect with your teacher about getting help. One thing about not doing the work, you're not going to get a grade. That's it. Like, if you don't do it, you're going to get a 0, and that's an F. But if you attempt to do it and do it well, you can get an A. Yes. Do it well, and you can get an A. So what I want you all to understand, like, you got to do something. Because if you do nothing, you're going to get nothing. So right now, on this Tuesday, let's clear our desks. Let's make sure we're prepared, and we are signing on, and we're clicking on every single assignment that our teacher gives us to attempt to just get it started. Because if you get it started, if you open it up, you may actually know how to do the assignment. So don't give up. On this Tuesday, we're not giving up. On every day of the week, you all, we're not giving up. I just need you all to make those first steps and put in that work. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this term is about to be up. We're almost at the midway point. And I don't want to start having those challenging conversations with parents about, hey, Sammy may have to do the 6th grade over again because he didn't prove to us he knows the content to move on to the next grade. And that's what it's about, y'all. It's not about you're going to be held back because you didn't do all of the work. No, you got to prove to us you're ready to go to the next level, because every year it builds on the next year. So you cannot go to 7th grade and be successful if you don't understand the 6th grade content. Vice versa. You can't go to the 8th grade if you don't know the 7th grade content. You're going to drown. It's going to be too overwhelming. And my 8th grade friends, you're not going to be able to be successful in high school if you don't master this 8th grade work. So y'all, we have to do this work. And if you're struggling in any capacity, because ladies and gentlemen, we know it's hard. It's a lot going on in our lives. There's a lot going on in this world. But we can't help you and we can't support you if we don't know what's going on. So I'm pushing my teachers every day to give you all 110%. I need you all to give 110% as well. And best believe, ladies and gentlemen, if you're falling below the bar, you're getting ready to get a phone call. You're getting ready to get a letter, because one thing about this here, you're not quitting, because we're not going to let you quit. So you might as well go ahead and get that work done. Don't forget, tomorrow's Wednesday. The school store is open from 11 to 2. You all have been doing a phenomenal job with participating in class, turning those cameras on, because if you turn that camera on, that's 100 points right there. You can go ahead and get something with those points. So make sure every day, ladies and gentlemen, you are logging onto campus. Every day, you're logging into Teams, engaging with your teachers and completing the work, because they give you time in class to get that work done. So don't forget, make sure you all are meeting our expectations of what it means to be a successful student at Hart Middle School, in person or virtually. Looking forward to those students who are joining us tomorrow for our in-person instruction. For those of y'all who are interested in joining our in-person program, make sure your parent reaches out to school, because we do have space. Students, also remind your parent, if they haven't done so already, to make sure we have an up-to-date medical record for you at Hart Middle School, because we begin to open more seats for term 4. We need to make sure you're totally cleared to enter the building. Like always, first I'm going to tell you that I love you, because I do love you all, and I want you all to be successful. But I'm expecting you to be on your best soaring behavior, which means to be successful, be organized, attentive, and respectful. Have a terrific Tuesday.
All right, so we're going to talk about Robert Reed Church, who was a real estate tycoon and the first African American millionaire in the 1800s. Robert Reed Church was born in 1839 in Holly Springs, Mississippi, to Charles B. Church and Emma Lane. Charles B. Church owned 2 luxury steamboats, and at the age of 12, Robert came to work on one of them due to his mother's passing. In 1862, this boat was captured by the Union Army, and Reed was dropped off in Memphis, Tennessee. He used his time here in order to start up several businesses with his little bit of wealth that he had acquired working on the boats. He opened up a saloon, a hotel, a bank, a restaurant, a park, an auditorium. He also purchased land and housing, which later went on to expand into his millionaire status. He also got married in 1862 to Mary Louise Ayers and had their first child, Mary Church Terrell. Mary Church Terrell went on to become the first African-American woman to earn a college degree and to work at the very first African-American high school here in Washington, D.C., Paul Laurence Dunbar. Unfortunately, in 1878, the yellow fever epidemic hit. Many were shocked by this. Many left Memphis, Tennessee, but Reed used this opportunity to purchase underdeveloped land, commercial real estate, residential housing, and bars, once again adding to his portfolio and wealth. He also purchased a $1,000 bond to bail the city out of their financial problems. In 1906, he opened up the first black-owned and operated bank in Memphis, Tennessee, Solvent Savings Bank and Trust Company. This was later left to his sons and daughters to run in his absence. He went on and was passed away at the age of 73. Today, his legacy still lives on in Memphis, Tennessee. He is a legend that will not be forgotten. In addition to that, keep in mind he is the very first African American millionaire.
Hello, Heart Jets. It's Miss Robinson, and I'm here during Black History Month to inform you all about someone who inspires me. Today, we will learn a few facts about Michael Jackson. You guys know anything about him? Michael Joseph Jackson was born in Indiana, August 29th, 1958. He was a singer, songwriter, and dancer. He is named the King of Pop. He is regarded as one of the most significant cultural figures of the 20th century. He made popular, complicated dance moves such as the robot. He actually named his own dance, the moonwalk. Michael grew up in a large family. He had 5 brothers and 3 sisters. The Jacksons were poor and lived in a small house with just 2 bedrooms for 11 people. Michael's parents loved music and encouraged the kids to study music. The 5 brothers formed a band called Jackson 5. Joe Jackson, their father, realized his children were very talented and began playing all around town. They began playing all around town. In 1978, Michael met music producer Quincy Jones while working on the set of the movie The Wiz. He then broke away from the family band and worked on his first grown-up album. It was a huge hit and had 4 top 10 songs. In 1982, he released the album Thriller. Thriller has become the best-selling album of all time. Michael had become the biggest star in the music industry. Unfortunately, Michael died of a heart attack June of 2009. He was 50 years old. He was the best-selling artist in the U.S. for 2009, the year of his death. And those are facts about Michael Jackson.
This moment in Black history is Miss Henrietta Lacks. Miss Henrietta Lacks was an African-American woman whose cancer cells are the source of the HeLa cell line, the first immortalized human cell line and one of the most important cells in medical research. In 1951, Henrietta Lacks died from cervical cancer. Her cells have been harvested and used to research measles, mumps, HIV, Ebola, to say the least. It was used to create cures for polio and HPV. In 2013, the family found out that they were being used without their consent or their knowledge. Her cells have been used around the world and at one time were harvested to create 6 trillion a week. This is our moment in Black history, Miss Henrietta Lacks.
Dr. Mae Jemison. Who is she? She is a brilliant Black woman in STEM. She's an engineer, a physician, and a former NASA astronaut. Did you all know that Dr. Mae Jemison was the first Black woman ever to travel to outer space? In 1992, she traveled aboard the space shuttle Endeavour as a mission specialist and orbited the Earth for nearly 8 whole days. A little bit more about her. She was born in Alabama, but raised in Chicago. She attended Stanford University, where she got a degree in chemical engineering and African American studies. Dr. Mae Jemison also graduated from Cornell Medical School and then went on to serve as a doctor with the Peace Corps in Sierra Leone, Africa. She has since been inducted into the International Women's Hall of Fame as well as the International Space Hall of Fame. Dr. Mae Jemison authored several children's books, and she's even appeared on television in an episode of Star Trek. Don't forget this powerful Black woman in STEM, Dr. Mae Jemison. Happy Black History Month.
The person I chose for Black History Month is Aretha Franklin, born March 25th, 1942 in Memphis, Tennessee. Died August 16th, 2018 in Detroit, Michigan. Aretha Franklin was an American singer, songwriter, actress, pianist, and rights activist. Franklin began her career as a child gospel singer at New Bethel Baptist Church in Detroit, Michigan, where her father was a minister. Some of her hit records were Natural Woman, Respect, Freeway of Love. Franklin also starred in hit movies Amazing Grace, Blues Brothers, and many more.